Hello YouTube and welcome to my top 10 PC only games. Just to clarify, these are games which are only available on Windows PC, Linux and Mac. This top 10 list is only my opinion and games that I think are the best. Therefore it's only an opinion, so don't get Larry. So let's get on with the show. Theatre of War. Theatre of War is a third-person strategy game set around World War II. It accurately depicts many battles and skirmishes throughout the war. You can play as both Allies and Axis from 1939 to 1945. These include Polish campaign, a French campaign, German campaigns, British campaigns, Russian campaigns and American campaigns. Theatre of War 2 improves the graphics but limits the battlefield to only a few battles in the war. I chose Theatre of War over Theatre of War 2 because of the wider variety of countries and the wider time span in the game. Sanctum. Sanctum is brought to us by Coffee Stain Studios, the people who bought you Goat Simulator. Sanctum is a first-person tower defense game that has the player defend a core at the end of a map. It is the player's objective to build a defence against the aliens and kill them before they reach the core. The game's aliens are not intelligent creatures and are more like a herd of sheep than a coordinated attack, and are highly unique. The game is littered with Easter eggs, comedy and wonder, and has a wide variety of challenges and achievements. The towers you have at your disposal are all balanced and can be levelled up to 6 times to the maximum strength. The weapons are also balanced and level up 6 times, however do not require ammunition. Although there is a Sanctum 2, I prefer the original's feel, playability and heart. Red Orchestra. Red Orchestra is the very first game brought to us by Tripwire Interactive. Red Orchestra is set on the Eastern Front during the Great Patriotic War, World War II to you and me. It is primarily an online game, but there is a basic single player mode. The game won a string of awards for being the best Unreal Tournament mod and was published as a full game back in 2008. It is hailed for its realistic gunplay, realistic deaths, combat and vehicles. Red Orchestra has 2 mods, Darkest Hour, which depicts the dark days after the Normandy landings, and Mare Nostrum, the Italian word for RC. This is about the battles of North Africa and Italy. Red Orchestra 2 was published in 2011 and has set the bar high for games ever since. Rise of Flight. Rise of Flight is a World War I flight simulator that is both challenging and fun. Brought to you by 777 Studios, the game boasts almost 50 flyable World War I aircraft. However, the catch? If you want to play with all these 50 aircraft you have to pay. There's 8 DLCs for this game, and together they all cost almost £100. For this reason, Rise of Flight is not higher on my list. It does however deserve its place here, due to its stunning graphics, its accuracy and its overall fun. Silent Hunter 3. Silent Hunter 3 is a unique game that allows you to become a German submariner during the Second World War. The game boasts good graphics for its day, fun factor, realism and harshness. Like a real submariner, your heart will stop when a destroyer drops depth charges on your head. The game has a career mode that allows you to command a U-boat from the 1st of September 1939 to the 8th of May 1945, gaining promotions, medals and accolades along the way. Silent Hunter 3 also has a single mission mode that allows you to play preset battles and test your skills. Silent Hunter 4 is a more graphically pleasing game, but is set in the Pacific, which holds less interest. Silent Hunter 4 also is harder to play. Silent Hunter 5 takes you back to the cold Atlantic with stunning graphics, however again is unintuitive and difficult to play. In my opinion, I'm just used to the Silent Hunter 3 controls and targeting system. Startopia. Startopia is a tycoon management space station game where you, the player, have to run a space station. This game is so old, however, my recording equipment didn't work with it. However, don't let that put you off. Startopia is an absolute classic, funny and just plain amazing. The computer voice is William Franklin, who also voiced The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the radio play of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has obviously contributed to the humour of the game and is stunningly hilarious. There is an abundance of interesting alien species to interact with, all who have unique personalities. Startopia has a cult following and is highly recommended. My cat just jumped on the keyboard. IL-2, 1946. Despite a graphical downgrade from Rise of Flight, IL-2 is by far the superior game. The original IL-2 Sturmovik was released in 2001, and since then the game has only grew. With almost 230 aircraft in the game, you will always find something interesting to do, whether that be torpedo the American fleet at Pearl Harbor, or dive your Stuka onto a Russian T-28, or shoot down an Me-109 in a Spitfire. The game has 3 game modes. Career mode, which has many different aircraft to play. Quick mission, where you just select and fly. Or full mission builder, where you can create your own scenarios in great detail. I would definitely get this game. Goat Simulator. Okay, this one's a bit of a joke, but hey, it's fun. So, Goat Simulator is brought to us by Coffee Stain Studios. You know, the guys who do Sanctum. This game allows you to live your dream of being a goat, destroying the town, and generally just being a goat. Although this game is very fun, I feel that unless more maps are released, there will be very little replay value. However, I am confident with the Steam Workshop, everything should be good and bright for this game in the future. Killing Floor. Killing Floor is a first-person survival horror, brought to us by Tripwire Interactive. This is the second game brought to us by Tripwire, and they were so passionate about the game that they actually put Red Orchestra 2 on halt just to finish it. Killing Floor has its guts, lots of them. There are 7 perks to choose from, each with their own weapons and abilities, and there are Zeds. There are 10 types of Z types, including the boss, the Patriarch. Killing Floor has amazing lore, set mostly in the UK, and has English voice acting and comedy. The base game of Killing Floor is grungy and creepy. However, that is not always the case. Every Christmas, Halloween and summer, they roll out the respective events. They release new weapons, achievements, maps, and new skins for the Zeds. This is definitely the highlight of the game, where the real laugh out loud comedy is. The Christmas event has its cookie Zeds, its Santa Claus Zeds, its reindeer Zeds. Halloween, how can we forget Hillbilly Horror? And the summer sideshow circus event. Killing Floor is due to have a sequel, Killing Floor 2. Let's hope it lives up to this must-have. Red Orchestra 2. Seriously, if you knew me, you know that would be number 1. Red Orchestra 2 is the most recent game released by Tripwire Interactive. I'm sounding like a fanboy. And this is a sequel to Red Orchestra 1. It is smoother, easier to play, and more realistic and more rewarding. Red Orchestra 2 is set in the Battle of Stalingrad and is pretty much a multiplayer only game. Along with this, the DLC Rising Storm is set in the Pacific Theatre and is just as wonderful. It realistically represents the battles across the world, and every second you're alive is another second of bated breath and tension. The fun in this game is so overwhelming. Red Orchestra 2 has been rumoured to be getting another DLC that will contain 2 factions, one from each game, so this means either a European theatre or Operation August Storm, which was the Japanese and Russian War of 1945. Additionally, Red Orchestra 2 will soon be getting the mod In-Country Vietnam, which, as the name suggests, is set in Vietnam. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And this has been I Am Bloke. And until the next time, cheerio.